Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alright, I'm first starting off by priming my eyelids. I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and oh my god you guys, the difference that it makes from one eye to the other is very dramatic. So I'm just doing that on the other eye right before starting with the eyeshadow. You want to make sure that you set your primer with a powder. I'm using the banana powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's that second shade in the palette from the light medium contour kit. And now I'm just setting the other eye and preparing for the eyeshadow look. So now I'm going to start with the crease. I'm using that orange shade from the second row in the Morphe 35W palette. And I'm just making sure that I'm blending that in, and I'm going to be winging it out slightly. First right here you can see that I am just adding the color, and then in this next clip I am actually winging it out and making it a bolder color for my transition shades so that everything blends smoothly. Especially with darker colors, you want to make sure that you do this because it can look very messy very quickly. And then taking a tapered brush and using that third color from the bottom row in the same palette from Morphe brushes, and I am kind of creating a cut crease, not really, just trying to darken up the crease and add some dimension. I go back in and add a little bit more and wing it out as well, just like we did with the first color. Now I'm going ahead and doing that to my other eye and making sure that they look even for the next step. Okay, now I'm taking the first fluffy brush that we used in the beginning with no additional product, and I will be blending both of the colors out just so that they look nicely, and in case I need to add more color in the future, which I will, it'll just blend smoothly. So right here I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in black. I used it before with some gold pigments, so it does have a little bit of gold reflex in the pencil, which turned out nicely for this look. Actually, I wasn't really going for that look, but I actually like the shimmers in it, the little sparkles in the black. And so what I'm doing is just adding a little bit and then blending it in with my ring finger. And then after blending it, I add more just so that it covers the entire portion of the eyelid. As you continue to blend the black shadow on your lid, remember that a little goes a very long way, so please make sure to blend very well first and then add as you go, instead of putting a whole bunch of black cream shadow on your lid, and then you will look like a panda. There's nothing wrong with a panda. Pandas are cute, but that's not the look that we're going for in this tutorial.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
So now that we've blended it out, I am grabbing the big fluffy brush and making sure that all of the colors blend nicely with no additional product. Okay, so after blending those colors together with the fluffy brush, I am going to take the last color of this palette. It's the black one from the last row. And I'm going to be blending that out on top of that black shadow that we just blended with our finger. When I applied this, I first put it all over the lid, and then I made sure to blend downwards. So as I go further up to the crease, I blend downwards so that when I blend them all together, it looks like a smooth transition rather than just this color and this color, you know what I mean? So that's what I meant by like a gradient effect. You're going to keep tugging down and blending, and then keep adding color as dark as you want it until you have your desired look. What I'm doing now is just filling in the inner corner very slightly. I want to make sure that I stay within the parameters of the inner corner basically. I'm not going to be using a shadow for the inner corner. I want to keep this very simple. It's just that setting powder from the beginning, just to neutralize that inner corner. And right now I am just going back in and making sure that all the colors pop. And right here, I'm taking that dark burgundy shadow in the crease again to further deepen it up. I told you that I would be going back in with the same shadows just to add some more depth. And that is what I'm doing, and making sure that it looks just the way that I want it. You want to make sure to keep blending. These are very dark colors, so you don't want any of this to look patchy or to look like a black eye basically. So make sure to blend. And now I'm taking the orange shade from the beginning and blending it a little bit more further up, just so that it looks more gradient and more smoky. And now I'm just going back in with that dark shadow again and making it look a little bit darker. From all that blending, the color does diminish, so want to make sure to blend and then keep adding and then blend again until you have the look that you're going for. So before I finish my eyes, I want to continue with the face, and so here I'm using the NYX pore filler to prime my face. For foundation, I will be using the L'Oreal True Match. I am in the shade W3. Since it is winter here in California, I am now paler than I usually am. And what I'm doing is dotting that all over my face, and I will be blending that out with a stippling brush. And the brush that I've been loving for my foundation lately is the e.l.f. stippling brush. I got it like about a month ago. And it's just flawless. It leaves my skin feeling so nice, and everything looks blended. It's not streaky at all, like the one that I used to use before, which was a Sony Kashik brush. And I'm really loving this for my foundation routine. I will upload a updated foundation routine soon, so stay tuned for that. And I am blending the foundation onto my lips. I know it looks a little bit scary, but it just helps for when I go to put on the lip color. It's the original lip color, not from my actual lip color. And here I am just putting on concealer. This is in the shade NC30. It's a little bit darker, but I find that it brightens up my skin. And I'm using the Better Skin concealer from Maybelline in Ivory just to add more of a highlight. And I'm putting that on my chin, my cupid's bow, and on top of my nose. I don't tend to highlight much of my nose because I already have such a bulky nose. It's already big, so I want to slim it down. I want to upload a video doing contouring for my specific type of nose because not many people have it, and it's very difficult to contour for it. So if you have a nose like mine, I will be uploading that soon as well. It's just taken me a while to find the best contouring tricks for that specific type of nose, which is a bulbous nose. So stay tuned for that as well. And I'm just cleaning up the outer corner of the eyeshadow with the concealer so that it looks nice and clean. For contouring, I'm using the first two shades of the second row from the RCMA VK11 palette. For my face shape, I find that elongating my contour, just like, for example, if you're going to draw like a skull, like from Halloween makeup, I find that it makes my cheekbones more prominent as opposed to the normal contouring techniques, just because my face is very flat. So I've had to do a lot of work with my facial dimensions, but slowly and surely I am getting there, and I am getting to techniques that I like and techniques that I hate. So if you would like to see a contouring video for long faces, then let me know and I will definitely post that for you. Right now I am just blending with that same foundation brush, that contouring shade, which is just a darker foundation basically. And for that contouring my cheekbones, I try to blend upward, just because if I blend downward, it diminishes that contouring effect. So it doesn't give me those cheekbones that I'm really looking for with this technique. So to set all of that contour and highlight, I am going back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills light medium contour kit. And for the under eyes, I'm using the banana powder, that yellow one. The first two, actually, I blend them together so it doesn't look too dramatic with just yellow powder. And then I use that middle contour shade for setting my contour foundation that I just used. And I am just making sure to blend in circular motions. I also add it to my nose, and especially the tip of my nose, because that's where my nose is biggest. So I want to make it appear slimmer and not look so bulky. For blush, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. palette. It's the blush and contour palette in St. Lucia. I am also using the Carly Bible palette for the second highlighter shade, and I am using it on the bridge of my nose as well. Now I'm going back into the eyes, and I am taking a small angled brush, and with that same black shadow that we used on the lids, I'm kind of pushing it against my lashes so that it looks darkest at the base, and I'm actually outlining where I want my eyeliner to be, just so that I don't mess it up like I usually do. And for eyeliner, I'm using the NYC black liquid liner, and you can see there that I am actually tracing what I left with the black shadow and creating that wing. And you want to make sure you bring it all the way in, but not too prominent, just so that it looks full. You want to continue with your lower lash line. So what I'm doing here is adding the colors from the crease on the lower lash line. So I started with the orange one, and then with this definer brush I used the cranberry color, and then with that same black shadow from the angled liner brush, I'm using it to push it against my lashes as well. Alright you guys, now moving on to the lips, I will be using the NYX Nude Lip Liner to outline my lips. I really like this lip liner because it looks like my actual lip color. For my lipstick, I will be using the Kylie Cosmetics Liquid Lip in Dolce K. I just got this in the mail a few weeks ago. I know I'm super late to the bandwagon, but I wasn't too sure how it would look on my skin tone, so I went for the bolder colors when I first bought her lip kits. So I have like True Brown and Mary Jo and 22, but I actually love this lipstick on my skin color. I actually find that it's a dupe for one of my MAC lipsticks that I have, so if you are interested, I will post it down below. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. If you do like my video, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Share it with whomever likes makeup or your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe. I do have so many ideas for the upcoming year that I'm excited for you to see, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!